This is Daniel Brettig with Michael Holding on the second day of the third test between the West Indies and Australia in Dominica. And Michael, the first session today, Australia really got the momentum back through a pretty outstanding innings from Matthew Wade.
Yes, Matthew Wade and Stark both had a good partnership together, and then Wade really took it all the way. He got a couple of chances, yes, but he made full use of the opportunity given to him. And he played some very good shots. You know, he pretty much exploded in the second half of his innings. The first half, as we saw, was a little bit stodgy, but he really batted well in the second half.
Through most of the series, he's batted in battling situations and has, really fought himself a little bit, trying to work out how to play. But I guess he's shown in the second half of that innings that by the end of the tour, he's known exactly how to play over here.
Yeah, he has developed, and that's what you're looking for young cricketers. You're looking for them to keep on improving and keep on getting better. What Australia will be hoping for now is that he builds on this inning that he had here in Dominica and carry on from here and to be a good wicketkeeper batsman in the future.
And what about Matthew, what about Brad Haddin, the fact that he had to go out of the tour at the start due to personal reasons? Most teams generally don't like to change a wicketkeeper unless they absolutely have to. They like stability there. What do you think of the battle, I guess, between Brad Haddin and Matthew Wade?
Well, if Matthew Wade continues to perform, Brad Haddin will have to prove himself all over again to get back into the team. I don't see how Matthew Wade, having now made a century and perhaps doing a good job in the next few opportunities that he gets, can just be pushed out of the team totally. But Brad Haddin, we know, is accomplished. He has done it in the past. All he has to do, I presume, is show the Australian selectors that he's capable of doing it again.
And when we get to the West Indian innings, they had a bit of a blip at the start with Craig Brathwaite getting out cheaply, but then we saw the start of a partnership between Adrian Barath and Kieran Powell where they both looked reasonably comfortable out there.
Barath, I think, looked okay for a while. Powell was looking quite stable as well, looked quite solid. He was unfortunate, I think, to drag one onto his off stump. And then things started to fall apart. Darren Bravo didn't spend a very long time at the crease. Have Chandra Paul there, but Chandra Paul is accustomed to these situations. At some point, he will break. But the West Indies will be hoping that this is not the time because they are a fair way behind the Australian first innings score.
Where do you think Barath and Powell in particular are at, given that there's an England tour coming up?
Well, I think they're slowly learning. As I said in Trinidad, I like what I see with Powell. He seems to have a pretty good technique. He seems to have a lot of time to play. Barath, well, we know, is a little bit more attacking. He'll have to perhaps make a few more adjustments when he gets to England. The ball will certainly go a lot more both through the air and off the pitch. I just have to see now which one of the batsmen can make the necessary adjustment, which one can adapt to conditions to score runs in England.
When Adrian Barath got out to Nathan Lyon, a bat pad catch to an off break on a pitch that's turning, something we expected to see. Michael Clarke at the full of the wicket brought on David Warner, the part-time leg spinner, probably something no one, least of all Darren Bravo, expected to see.
No, I wouldn't say no one expected to see it because David Warner has bowled before. He bowled in the test match earlier on in the series. And he is not that bad a bowler. I wouldn't say he's another Shane Warne, but he pitches a few good deliveries, and on a pitch like this when the ball is turning and the bouncing as much as we have seen, the finger spinner is getting the ball to bounce. So the wrist spinners should be able to utilize the conditions as well. And he pitches the ball, as I said, in reasonably good positions, and he got a good delivery to Bravo.
Thanks, Mikey.
No problem.